Tuesday, August the 18th. We have an ice track tonight, and I've drove it, but this is the first time I've been able to hear the engine. I haven't been using the headphones up until now. Which doesn't matter because I have no plans to win this thing, okay? But it's still fun to try. A little spin out. And boom. Oh no. That's not good. Hey look, I can drive around in the air. Whoever designed the map put invisible walls in different areas to keep people from shortcutting the map. There's also like that hole that's up there past the checkpoint right there. There's an invisible wall in there. You can't cut through there because people were trying it, because you see the other side of it drops down to this checkpoint. There's an invisible floor there, so you can't do it. Look, I haven't even got my silver yet. I had like a 55.8 was like my best time, I think. And I think that there are some people that, and rightfully so, okay, have the expectations that everybody's trying to win this game and be the fastest. I mean, after all, you are racing, right? That's, you know, for the most part, everybody's supposedly trying to get first place. And I am trying to improve, don't get me wrong. But the amount of skill that you'd have to be the best player. I mean, as I gradually move up, just from gaining skill overall, move up in divisions and stuff like that, then that'll be a treat. But I really don't want to go professional. I like driving. I've always liked driving. I've been a professional driver for over 20 years on a truck. But still, the reason I got into truck driving was because of Gran Turismo. Because I decided at an early age that, you know, I could make real money driving a real vehicle, and it's hard to get like a race car and sponsors and stuff, so the easiest way to do that is to get a commercial license and drive trucks and make real money for driving. Having said that, I just like driving. I'm the kind of person, I like going to go-kart tracks because I like driving. Just in general. But yeah, I used to play Gran Turismo. 3 and 4 were the ones I played the most. That and skating games like Tony Hawk games. But like the Gran Turismo games, I played them a lot. So why didn't I go to Gran Turismo? I don't know. The verdict's still kind of out on that. But, you know, I kind of like Trackmania. I've been watching some people playing Trackmania off and on for a couple of years. And I just thought this was a cool looking game. Now, I didn't realize how difficult it really is. Some of the pros make some of these things look a lot easier than they actually are. Some of them take a lot of time to master the skills in order to pull off some of the maneuvers. You know, like I said, I watched people play it, like some people that are really good at it. I watched people play it for a couple of years, but until you do it yourself, you really don't have a real appreciation for just how difficult it really is. But having said that, there's a lot of these tracks that are easy enough for a beginner to make it around. But as far as trying to make good times and stuff like that, a lot of what I'm doing is trying to learn trial by fire, I guess you could call it, because I have found that with the track of the day, I can practice. If I don't like doing the early cut because I'm still a beginner. I've been playing for just a couple of months, you know. And so if I let the first one go by, then I can practice for a few hours if I have time, if I don't have nothing else going on that day. Practice a little bit on the track before the race time for this 9 p.m. late track of the day, cup of the day. And it gives me an opportunity to kind of not only just have a barometer for like how much I'm improving over time. Like I know I'm somewhere around silver, maybe bronze to silver. Like I got my first gold a couple of nights ago. I had to work really hard to get it. But I can typically get bronze, silver fairly. I ain't even gonna say fairly easy. I usually have to like silver. I haven't even gotten it after a couple of hours tonight, but I probably could. I mean, silver's 54. I got 55.8 or something. I could probably get it. Whether I want to or not is another story. Like after cup of the day, I might just. But I mean, it's a good way to practice all these things like driving on ice. And I get to practice for a couple of hours and see what other people are doing. Try to mimic them or maybe even ask some of them for help, stuff like that. It's just a good way to learn the game, I think. And it's like every day that you have a cup of the day. So there's always some people around that you can try to learn from. I mean, I still like playing some of the tracks by myself, but I find it's much easier to learn from being around people who've been playing longer than you and watching what they're doing. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, I did that earlier and I kept hitting the outside of the sign every time I reset the checkpoint. Now, right now, qualification, I could reset at the beginning if I wanted to, but once we start racing, you can't do that, or you'll be out of the race, like I just did right there. You have to reset the checkpoint, and if you had a bad angle or a bad speed, something going into the checkpoint, I mean, you're done. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, since I can't, you know, I'm not a good enough driver to put into like a real F1 car or something, this was a cool way to be like, you know, affordably, you know, 20 bucks a year. Have a fast car to drive and just have fun driving, man. It's not, for me, it's not about winning. I'm 45 years old. Like, I don't really care for that. Like, the competition level is high. Like, I'm glad there's people out there doing that. They're good at it. They're really good at the game. But I'm really here just to kind of have fun. Like, if I start taking it that serious, then it's just not fun anymore. Now, having said that, I do like to see a little bit of improvement. That is fun also. When you've been playing for a little while and you start getting some of these techniques and you see yourself improving, that feels pretty good too. Especially some of the more difficult skills, kind of like sliding on ice. And once you start to get a little more comfortable with it, and I've got a ways to go, obviously, but you know, I'm getting there. But when you do pull it off, it's pretty cool. Kind of like this right here, what I just did. You know, I don't get it every time, but I'm starting to get it more than I was. Ooh! Almost fell in that swimming pool. That would not been good. Ah, slammed into the wall again. Oh no. Don't fall off the track, bro. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I need to get above that, where that tree was at. Okay, we're good. A lot of these people that are really good at the game, like, if they're being honest, I mean, a lot of those, they started out just where I'm at. I've only been playing for 3 months. Some of these guys have been playing for a very, very long time, so if I keep playing the game, then I might be that good one day too. This is very strange to be able to drive on the air like that. It looks like we have about 20 seconds left in quali. Wow, wow. No. See, there's no invisible floor there. Whee! All right, qualifications are over. 225. Where does that put me at? Division 5, I think. Or is it 4? I think it's 5. Join. The good thing about ice, oh, it's 4, Division 4. The good thing about ice, some of these tracks like this, is that you never really know how it's gonna go. Because even like the best players are subject to slide off the map and have a real bad time. Like, they might be way faster than I am. But because of that, they make faster mistakes too. And then my turtle going self passes the hare, you know. Not saying that's guaranteed, dude. It's just a possibility. But you, wow, wow. I'm in the water. I'm still on the candy thing. Probably will be for a few weeks because of the quitting smoking stuff, so bear with me. I've smoked for about 30 years. It's really hard to quit, but I'm almost made it a week. Last Wednesday night was my last one. Well, I had one Saturday. I'm sorry. That's the only one I've had since Wednesday night, and it's now Tuesday night. Which means tomorrow night I will have only had one cigarette all week. What a cluster. This is a no knockout round, so I'm kind of just taking it easy. Okay. Is that 105? That's just taking it easy. And there's people getting like 47, low 50s. That's a cool view. Okay. Okay, 25. $49 players. And Division 4 is probably the last division. A lot of beginners probably didn't. I don't know if they didn't qualify or they just people that didn't want to play tonight. So we probably didn't have a 5th division. Oh crap. Bang. Oh no. Stay out of that water. That was not good. You know, I thought about it. Practicing that other side, and I didn't do it. Alright. Well, I'm safe right there, but we're still in the early round. That's why. That was terrible. 113. Wow. That's a little bit better than the last time anyway. Boom, 19. All right, nice. All right, here we go. When you don't really worry about being first, it's kind of a relaxing game. You see all the cars around you and everybody's trying to do their best. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't have a competitive streak. It's just I'm not going to lose my shit if I don't get first place or podium. For me, it's just about taking what skills that I have on this track right now after a couple hours of practicing and running my own race. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing, and just seeing where I end up at. That's a different kind of mentality, and I think a lot of people either don't have it or they're not able to. They think that you have to be first all the time, and it's interesting for me to see what position I'll be in as I practiced. And theoretically, after a while, I should start climbing that ladder, you know. And I think I sort of have started doing that a little bit since back in my early playing. I'm glad I started recording more. Okay. Doing good, buddy, doing good. Ooh. I don't know about this jump. No, crap, that's not good. Yeah, spinning out kind of messed me up to make that little jump, unfortunately. I mean, really, that should have knocked me out, so you can tell other people are struggling with it too. I will admit, that really should have knocked me out. Bang. Dude, I am back and forth between the white and red. Oh, that's not good. It'll be what it'll be, man. It'll be what it'll be. $26. course we're gonna stay and we're gonna eat some candy. What do I have? A banana flavored Laffy Taffy. See, I used to hold out and then smoke a cigarette after I got done recording, but I'm not gonna do that with candy, man. Now that I'm doing this instead of smoking. So what do I have, 26? Yeah. That's about standard. And that's in a Division 4 on ice. Hey, I'll take it, you know? I can't complain about that. Not Nobby Hobson. 19th. So he's in on the next round. I see Monster up there. All right. Down to 19, still in 4-player elimination. What did he wait for? Let's see what Monster's doing. He seems to be doing pretty good. Pretty cool looking car. Yeah, I like some of these cars. I gotta learn how to do that. I gotta learn how to decorate my own car. I got a design I want to put on it, but I've tried it. For some reason, it's really, the editor's not that easy to use with the uploading files to put a custom car paint thing. I'm gonna have to figure it out somehow. Cinnamon Beard still in this thing. guys decided to go to that direction. Back on the left side with Monster running second. Uh-oh. Oh no. All right, well, it looks like we're getting to the under the top 10 into the final 9. There aren't really many names I recognize here. Maybe they're ones that are usually running up a division from where I'm at. Or maybe they just don't play that often. It's kind of hard to tell. There could be some new guys, but some of these that are left I doubt are very new, so. Or else they would have went out a long time ago, like me. Funny Bone, Holden, Selenia seen, Monster we've seen, the Racing Santa we've seen. I think we've seen Young Hung a few times. I guess there's a few of them that we've seen. Maybe the other ones have been up there, just somehow they escaped me. All right, with 7 left, we go into 1-player eliminations. Young Hung has got him on as his letters on the back of his car so he can say I am him, I guess. Bob. Monster tearing it up. 5th place though. Holden currently in 2nd place. Funny Bone was in 1st, but it looks like Monster has taken it from him. Funny had taken the right path, the path on the right. Monster had taken the left path, and so he takes the lap, and it looks like Holden might be out. Okay, it's like Funny Bone still on the right-hand side path. That's his chosen path. So don't count Monster out yet. It may just not have registered yet. It's difficult to say. Ooh. Ah. I know he wishes he could have done that a little bit better. But it looks like he may have another chance because I think Bob is DNF on that one. It's really hard to tell between the left side and the right side who's gonna win. I'm noticing because they're not entirely equal. I mean, they should be fairly close, but sometimes the leader kind of changes unexpectedly between one path to the other. See, Funny Bone's coming out first. You saw Young Hung. There they are. And now you got Monster crossing in. So depending on how Monster handles this, come on Monster, uh-oh, that's gonna slow him down a little bit. That's how I drive around that turn. And he'll be in 3rd. And it looks like the Racing Santa will be out in this round. All right, we're down to the final 4 for tonight. And I'm not sure, but I thought I saw Funny Bone fall down somewhere. Yeah, he did, didn't he? That means he had to reset that checkpoint. So Monster's in the lead right now. If he can hold this turn. Nice, nice, nice. Go, go. And a sideways finish in 1st place. And Benaden is going out and saying goodbye. the semi-final. The last three. Second to last round. Monster has a clear path on his side, as Young Hung and Funny Bone have both taken the right hand side. Now look at how close those paths are when they cross at the same time. Very interesting. Okay, come on, Monster. Funny Bone crossing the finish first. Oh, okay, so it's going to be Monster going out in that round. Okay. So it's going to be Young Hung and Funny Bone, both on the right hand side. The only difference was that one side was more ice and this side is no grip. So it still slides, but apparently there's some people that say that there's some differences. So not sure what those differences are. So the people who are used to playing it, they can tell. I just went over to ice because it doesn't matter to me, and that's where most people were at, so I could watch what they were doing. Looks like Funny Bone is currently in the lead by about 1.5 seconds. Young Hung following, not too far behind, but it looks like Funny Bone will take the finish. Young Hung in second, Funny Bone in first. Good race, guys. And I had 26. Not bad for 49 players. Hey, that's 23 that I beat, so I'm cool with that. All right, guys. See you later.